Hi, cat. Come and get some mango, baby.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Self-awareness is a superpower. My name is KathyLaDonna. Welcome to Soul and Vibration. I hope the free thinkers are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I'm happy to remind you that you are the most powerful person that you know. You are the most powerful person that you know because only you can create your reality. Hey guys, today is Monday, Moon Day, and the energies in the day heads up are reduced to number 6 vibration. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. So the sun goes into Gemini today. So today is one of them days that I feel like it's important to say, don't try to keep up with the Joneses. I don't know why I feel like that, but I feel like that when it comes to today. When it comes to today's energy, some of us could easily find ourselves rocking our brain around where we are material-wise, where we are status-wise, and it could really hurt your feelings or play on your feelings, play on your emotions. I think of like, say, on a day like today, when it comes to today's energies, if you are looking for a reason to be offended, you can easily find it today. Yeah, if you're looking for a reason to be offended, you can easily find it today. And if you think you're not looking for a reason to be offended, if you find a lot of reasons to be offended today, ask yourself, are there truth in these things that are offending you? Because what can happen is that, we have these false sense of how things are supposed to be, and we look around and we're not living up to it. So because of that, this get on my nerves, that get on my nerves, this frustrates me, that irritates me. But it all comes back to the permission that we give things, or the agreement between us and things, where society might say, this is how this is supposed to be. Do you agree with it or not? Because if you don't agree with it, you genuinely don't agree with it, and genuinely don't agree with it to the point where you don't have to tell stories about, you don't have to talk about it and look for validation everywhere you go. That was a sign for me that I got to a good place with myself and my beliefs. I know I got to a good place with myself and my beliefs when I no longer needed to bring it up to others, or even if something similar came up, I no longer needed to bring it up to see who was on my side with it. I no longer needed company for my perspectives. I heard someone say somewhere, you've forgiven when you stop telling the story about how this person or people have wronged you. So it's like when we stop telling the story, we know we're good with the thing. So to me, when it comes to today's energy, it's like if you don't agree with a thing and you genuinely don't, then you don't look for other people to agree with you. When it comes to the spirit animal, we have the spider energy coming out for today. And the way how the spider energy came out, it brought me to not being prepared and not being organized when it comes to something. And I feel like the lack of preparation or organization today might stem from acting off pure emotions and feelings of lack. And the moon is in Libra still, and it's a part of a T-square. So the inner world is challenged. It's opposing Mercury and Taurus. So something about the way we're communicating and how we feel nurtured are clashing with each other. Ooh, and then we go back to, say, Mercury that's been scoring Pluto for some time now, and now the moon has joined in. So the moon and Mercury both squaring Pluto. This kind of like, we haven't even gotten to Scorpio moon energies yet, but this already feels like I'm feeling it today. And with Scorpio moon energy, we'll feel that more tomorrow. When the moon is there, it's like an opportunity for a purge, a dark night of the soul type of moment. Anything that you feel insignificant about in your life, like when the moon is there, you can't deny it. It's like, say you got into a fight and you forgot you got into a fight because you're busy doing so many different things. And when the moon is in Scorpio, it's like you got home and everything is quiet now and all your wounds are throbbing. And to me, the energies in today feels like it's slowly entering into that. But the things that might trigger some of us today are your public image, the groups you associate yourself with, and you in relations to them. So like, say, for example, someone's into singing, and it's like, today is a day where you look at all your peers in the industry and you look at where they are in relations to where you are. And it's like, even though you've done amazing things and you've come so far, it's so easy to forget today. So easy to forget today. So easy to forget today. Ooh, we have the Chariot in the reversal position. In the upright position, the Chariot energy brings me to being prepared to move forward. It's like packing all your luggage into your vehicle and getting ready to take off. In the reversal position, this brings me to a lack of clarity as far as where you're even going in the first place to start packing. It's like not even knowing where to pack to where you got to go because you don't even know where it is that you got to go. Or in the reversal position, you might think you know where it is that you got to go, but you don't have the proper vehicle to get you there. You don't have the proper plan to get you there. So when I look at the Chariot energy in the reverse and the way the spider energy came out, it just brings me to disorganization, like not being organized, and emotions playing a very big part, but not just emotions, like superficial things playing a big part when it comes to, superficial things playing a big part when it comes to whatever it is that you're trying to make happen. On a positive note, though, when it comes to the energies in the day, I don't know if I would want to call it a positive note. And I'm not saying that, today's negative or the energies in today is negative. But when I look at the energies in today, there's big focus around relationships. But with the way the spider energy came out in the Chariot, it brings me to the feel of maybe someone wanting to take a relationship to the next level. But at the same time, it's like I think of two people in a relationship, and it's like, when I think of a relationship, I think of like a ship, like a car. It's like a vehicle, and this vehicle needs a destination. And it's like, okay, where are you taking this relationship to? Like, where are you guys trying to go? What do you guys want? Do you guys want the same thing? I feel like those are some things that are coming up where it's like, just because you look cute together, doesn't mean that you guys are good together. Just because you'll make cute babies together doesn't mean that you guys would be good together. That kind of energy is coming up because it's like, the energies in today brings me to relationships or connections, but at the same time, there's something getting in the way of the connection, of the relationship. Also too, when it comes to today, the sun I mentioned enters into Gemini today. And the sun entering into Gemini with us now in Gemini season, Jupiter soon will be joining the sun over in Gemini. And I feel like with us being in that season, a lot of attention and focus will be on celebrities and things in the media. It's just like recently, the clash between the rap battle that happened and how it had so many people's attention. I feel like more of those things will be coming up. But the thing that I like to look out for when things like that are happening, so like with the whole rap battle thing, I was more paying attention to people's natal chart placements and the transits and how the transits are affecting their natal chart placements, and how the battle or whatever could damage their careers or benefit their career. So I was looking into all of that while everything was happening, but I was also too trying to see like what else is happening in the world that this might be sheltering us away from, or hiding us away from, or our attention being directed away from. So when the sun enters into Gemini and then Jupiter gets there, I feel like there'll be a lot of that. There'll be a lot of polarizing situations that are happening with celebrities within the media, and the powers that be will capitalize on that opportunity to pass certain laws and focus on certain things during that time, because we'll be looking one way while other things are happening the other way. And by the time we do turn around and pay attention to what's happening, it's already too late, because what's done is done. So those are some things to consider when we, as we get deeper into Gemini season, the focus on things that have to do with media, the focus on things that'll come up within our local communities, where different things will happen in the world that will trigger certain pain or certain responses pertaining to some things we've been through or things we've seen in our community. And, that could be an opportunity for some deep dive shadow work, or it could be an opportunity to pretty much pull a wool over our eyes, as it could be a distraction. So when it comes to today's energy, Monday, Moon Day, today's energy brings me to a question that might be beneficial for some of us. And the question that we might ask is, what is my definition of success? It could be for relationship. What is your definition of success when it comes to your health? What is your definition of success when it comes to your finances? What is your definition of success, and where did you get it from? Did it come from you, or was it inspired by your favorite movie, this, that, or the next? I think it's important for us to ask ourselves these questions, so that when we get these things that we think we want and we're still miserable, we understand that it wasn't ours to want in the first place. And that's why we don't feel connected to it. Yeah. It wasn't yours to want in the first place, and that's why there's a lack of connection. So yeah, when it comes to today's energy, what is your definition of success exactly? And why do you want what you say you want? Did this come from you, or was it inspired somewhere? And sometimes things could come from outside of us, and the things still belong to us. As I was watching this podcast, and this guy, when he was in school, someone came in to speak to the class who was a doctor. And for the first time, he felt seen by someone. He felt like the doctor was listening to him. He liked the way the doctor conducted himself. So in that moment, he said, you know what, I want to become a doctor. And he became a doctor. So sometimes we have those moments that are meant to activate something within us. So, what's your definition of success? Why do you want the things that you say you want? Those are some things to write down today. Because when it comes to today's energy, I see how easy it is to get lost on society's definition of success and really feel like you're missing out when you don't even want that. You don't even want what they're selling, but you feel like you're missing out because you don't have it when you don't even want it. I feel like today's energies bring that kind of energy, and it's important for us to recognize how things are suggested to us and made and make us feel like we're not enough, when deep down we don't even really care about these things, if we're being honest. So Monday, Moon Day, is a perfect day for self-care. Mondays are more emotional than normal. Mondays are more tender and sensitive than normal. With today being the 20th, today might be one of those Mondays, or today might be a Monday where you feel in love, or it might be one where you feel restricted, or you feel inadequate, like you're not enough. You know, it could be one or the two when it comes to the energies, of today. But I look at the aspect that's being made between Neptune in Pisces and Venus conjunct Jupiter, even Uranus, even Jupiter conjunct the sun, all creating, like, I guess they call it like a yod to the moon in Libra. So all the focus is going towards the moon in Libra. So the moon is how we nurture. Libra, our relationships, how we nurture our relationships. The stellium in Taurus brings me to stability, structure, familiarity. Neptune in Pisces brings me to imagination. It brings me to visualization. It brings me to our dreams. So now look at that aspect being made to the moon. It brings me to the thought of wanting certain things in our lives and the importance of connections. It goes back to that whole saying, the universe, or what I believe, what I know, is that the universe blesses us through others. So Neptune and Pisces at 21 degrees, do you have a clear vision? What's your definition of success? What is your definition of success? Do you have a vision of what success looks like for you? Because you can't hit a target you can't see. So it's like, how you say you're going somewhere when you don't even know where you're going exactly, for us to even pack to go there. So Neptune and Pisces is that vision, having a clear vision. Uranus conjunct Venus, Jupiter in Taurus energy, wanting freedom when it comes to pleasures and the things you enjoy. Sun in Gemini, curious about media, communication, identifying as someone who is communicative, but at the same time, community oriented. And all of that speaking to the moon in Libra, to me, connections. But before we even, but to me, it comes down to being clear about your definition of success, where you're going and what it is that you want, so that as the different people come into your world and things like that, you'll be able to recognize them when you see them, because you'll see that they're tied into your path, because you know where you're going. It was such a pleasure sharing this message with you. Hey guys, I want to share with you 7 benefits of getting a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session. The first one is understanding your internal programming. The second one is becoming more clear about your purpose and passion. The third is setting goals for success. The fourth is awareness of strength and areas of improvement. And the fourth one was foundational for me, because whenever you're aware of your weaknesses, no one can use them against you. And when you're aware of your strengths, that makes you unstoppable. And that is why I say self-awareness is a superpower. The fifth benefit is removing obstacles. We first have to become aware of a thing in order to remove it in the first place. The sixth benefit is understanding relationship dynamics. We don't have to change the people in our lives. We have to become aware of ourselves and start from there, and everything changes. And the seventh benefit is upcoming transits, if that's something that you would like to look into because you're planning for something or you just want to be aware. So if you're interested in booking a numerology natal chart awareness coaching session or learning more about it, the link to book or the link to send me an email for questions are both within the description box below. If you'd like to check out my Patreon, where I share exclusive content, the link to check out what's happening on Patreon is in the description box below. Please let me know you're here with me by dropping me a white heart in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Love yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.